There's something a woman does right before she mentally checks out of a relationship that almost no man ever notices. It's not a fight, it's not a cold shoulder, it's not even a conversation. In fact, it's so quiet, so subtle, that most men only recognize it in hindsight. Months later, sitting alone, rewinding every moment, finally seeing what was right in front of them the entire time. And here's the disturbing part. By the time she says the words out loud, "I think we need to talk," she's already been gone for weeks, maybe months. The silent signal came long before that. And if you missed it, you didn't just miss a clue. You missed the only window you had to change the outcome. My name is Lala Cooper, and today I'm going to show you exactly what that signal looks like, and more importantly, what it means about what she actually needs from you. Let's start with something most relationship advice gets completely wrong. People assume that when a woman is losing interest, she becomes dramatic, distant, cold. They picture slammed doors or passive-aggressive silence. But that's not how it starts. That's how it ends. The beginning is far quieter. And it hides in plain sight, inside the moments that feel completely normal, inside conversations you've had 100 times, inside small behaviors you've stopped noticing because they became routine. The silent signal isn't an absence of something. It's a shift in something. And unless you know what you're looking for, it reads exactly like nothing. Here it is. She stops bringing you her problems. That's it. That's the signal. She stops calling you when something goes wrong at work. She stops venting about her difficult coworker, her complicated family situation, the thing that's been stressing her out all week. She stops asking for your opinion on decisions she used to run by you automatically. She handles everything herself, quietly, efficiently, without looping you in. And the dangerous thing? Most men actually like this phase. It feels easier, less emotional labor, less navigating complicated feelings. The relationship seems calmer, smoother, lower maintenance. He thinks, she's finally becoming more independent. Things are good. But that calm is not peace. It's distance wearing peace as a costume. To understand why she stops bringing you her problems, you have to understand why she brought them to you in the first place. When a woman shares a problem with you, she is not primarily looking for a solution. I know you've heard this before, but stay with me, because the reason behind it matters more than the fact itself. When she brings you her stress, her confusion, her frustration, she is doing something deeply vulnerable. She is saying, "I trust you with the parts of me that are not polished, the parts that are messy and unresolved and uncertain." Sharing problems is how she builds intimacy. It's how she measures emotional safety in the relationship. Every time she comes to you with something hard, she is, consciously or not, asking a question. Are you here? Do you have space for me? Can I be real with you? And every time you responded by fixing, minimizing, rushing past her feelings, checking your phone, or making her feel like she was too much, she received an answer. Not a mean answer, not an intentional answer, but an answer nonetheless. Over time, those small moments accumulate, and she stops asking the question because she already knows the answer. So she stops bringing you the problems, and she starts building an emotional life that doesn't include you. This is where it gets important, because the signal, her going quiet, is not really about the problems themselves. It's about what the problems represented. When she stopped sharing with you, she didn't just stop venting. She stopped investing. Emotional investment is what keeps attraction alive in a long-term relationship, not physical attraction. That's different. I'm talking about the feeling that this person is my person, the feeling that you are her home base. That feeling is built, maintained, and destroyed through small daily moments of emotional connection. And the absence of her problems, her silence, means she has started investing that emotional energy somewhere else, into her friendships, her work, her own interior world, into the version of herself that exists without you. She's not punishing you. She's not even angry necessarily. She has simply started the quiet, invisible process of becoming emotionally self-sufficient in a relationship where she used to rely on you. And that self-sufficiency, while admirable in isolation, is the beginning of the end unless something changes. So what do you do when you notice this? What do you do if you're watching this video and realizing, this is already happening in my relationship? First, don't panic. And don't overcorrect by suddenly drowning her in questions and forced emotional conversations. That rarely works and often backfires. What she needs is not a grand gesture. It's not a serious sit-down talk where you announce that you've realized you haven't been present. Those things can help later, but they are not the foundation. The foundation is simple. Become genuinely curious about her inner world again. Not performatively curious, not strategically curious, actually interested in the small things. The texture of her days, the things that are annoying her, confusing her, worrying her. Ask follow-up questions. Not to fix, not to advise, just to understand. When she does open up, even slightly, resist every instinct to solve, to minimize, to move past the feeling quickly. Let the conversation breathe. Reflect back what you're hearing. Make her feel felt, not managed. And here's the most important part. Create the conditions where bringing something to you feels good, not like a burden on you, not like something she has to carefully manage or frame correctly, like something that actually brings you two closer. When she feels that, really feels it, she will start bringing her problems back. And when she brings her problems back, she is bringing herself back. The silent signal is not a red flag designed to punish you. It's a symptom of a connection that has quietly started to erode from a place neither of you may have been paying close attention to. But here's what I need you to hold on to. The fact that she went quiet is not the end of the story. It is the signal. And signals exist to be read. You can't go back to the moments you missed, but you can choose what you do with the one you're in right now. Presence is not complicated. It is not a skill that requires months to develop. It is a decision, made again and again in small moments until she stops asking whether you're there, because she already knows you are. I'm Lala Cooper. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and I'll see you in the next one.